right, Friday shaped out to be a pretty good day, and tomorrow, Keith?
Maybe. I'm looking at
Love that confidence.
I'm looking at every model run as if it were like a winter storm, because I'm kind of invested in this now, like whether or not we can break out. So we'll talk about what our chances are, but today we did. To be clear, the models did have us breaking out today, though. So that was a bit of a, it wasn't like, oh, this is so surprising, but we did a good job with it, and it's a really nice afternoon out there. Temperatures responding quickly, and we've talked several times over the last few weeks about how sometimes your breakout time is 4 or 5 o'clock this time of the year. We did it earlier today, but that does happen when you've got those low clouds around. Showers and storms, Farmington getting hit right now, Rangeley as well, and just a few of them kind of floating around. Nothing severe here. Quick thunderstorm, quick downpour, but that's about it. And they float downhill and kind of dry out as they do so. So again, nice late afternoon into the early evening. Clouds come back on shore pretty thick by midnight tonight, and then we deal with the cloud cover tomorrow morning. So again, the question is, can we burn these clouds off? The global models think that it's going to be really hard for us to do that. This model does too. There is a really good model called the HER, which is a kind of a rapid update mesoscale model that gives us some hope in the afternoon. So here we are in the morning. I think we'll be cloudy through at least the middle of the day, coast inland. The question is, after that, how do we do? And it looks like we might be able to get a little clearing here, especially over southern Maine, western Maine, New Hampshire, mountains. I think your lowest chance of clearing out will be the mid-coast in down east Maine. And that will correlate or correspond to temperatures, which will be only in the 70s, low 70s along the coast if we don't clear out. It'll be in the low 80s when we do. So that will be a big swing there. Clouds come back in on Saturday night statewide. And then we do the same thing on Sunday. Start with clouds, burn those clouds off from northwest to southeast. I think Sunday afternoon for many of us, we have a better chance to clear out earlier when compared with Saturday. So we have temperatures there in the upper 70s, some low 80s, along the coast closer to the low 70s. Then we go into Monday cloudy. There'll be some showers and storms Monday afternoon. Some of those could be pretty heavy. That'll actually set us into a warm pattern after that. You usually think of these cold fronts as bring us cooler air, right? But what happens is that front moves offshore and the wind shifts. That's all we needed. We need a west-southwest wind as opposed to southeast, which we've been dealing with over the past few days and we'll deal with over the weekend. That brings us into the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. And it depends on your exact location. The coast, probably upper 80s, inland, probably low 90s, potentially an official heat wave, which is 3 days of 90 or higher in a row. That would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if we can hold that front on Thursday. Dew points are high too over the weekend as well. Even when it's not that warm, it is pretty sticky. And then when we combine that with it being hot, that's when you start to feel it for Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll play AM clouds, PM sun. How late is PM? That's the question. There's a big difference between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m., but we'll see how that plays out. It looks hot Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. As I mentioned, some thunderstorms on Friday. Early beat on next weekend is generally favorable, but probably a little bit cooler. So keep an eye on that. As Dana just walked us through, it was such an interesting start to summer because we just weren't hitting the timing right, but our stats were pretty good. We'll have some more warm weather this week too.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Thanks.